still not getting the TOEFL score that you need, especially in speaking and writing? Maybe you're stuck at 21 or 22 and you're wondering, what are you doing wrong? I get it. I've worked with students in over 30 countries and I've been seeing the same mistakes that are silently killing their score. So today, I'm going to show you exactly how to fix them and finally get that score that you're looking for. So first of all, let's talk speaking. Most students either memorize a template or they just freestyle their TOEFL speaking without a clear structure. Do you find yourself in one of those boats? Well, here's the problem. If you memorize a template, well, it's going to sound robotic. And if you freestyle the template, well, it's going to sound messy. So if you memorize a template or if you just freestyle it, neither one of those are going to get you that 24 in the speaking section that you need. What the raters want is a natural structure, not a robotic memorized template, but a real fluent explanation. So let's take a look at how this can work. Personally, I definitely concur with technology making our lives a lot easier for two reasons. First of all, because it can help us to save so much time. That's because things that you're used to doing in person, you don't have to because you have technology to do it. For example, we can order groceries online instead of going to the store to do it. And if you order groceries online, in the convenience of your own home, you can wait for what you need. Moreover, it allows us to stay connected. That's because you don't actually have to travel somewhere to be able to see your family. Nowadays, you can just call or do a video chat with your family or your friends, even if they live in a different country, which is so helpful. Did you notice the tone, the transitions, the pacing? Well, in my live classes, I usually help students practice this kind of delivery with feedback on their pronunciation, their grammar, their flow, and they've gone from a 22 to a 26 in no time. So I know you can do it too. Now, the second mistake that we're going to talk about is in the writing section. We're going to talk about writing templates. Now, it's cool to have a writing template, but what happens is some people over rely on those templates so much that they remember every single word in the template and they go and take the test and the graders know exactly the template that they're using. So what you don't want to do is just go in and just use the template that you have. You want to learn a template, learn how to do it well, but then switch it to your own style. And I know that templates used to work when you were in high school, when you were in middle school, but these TOEFL raters want something more precise and they want something sharper. So what we're gonna do, we're going to look at a TOEFL sentence and we're going to compare it with another one. So let's see if you can notice the difference between the two. Okay, so let's check out the first one. In this essay, I will discuss the benefits of exercise. There are many reasons why exercise is good. It helps people in different ways. First, I will explain how it helps your brain. Then, I will talk about school. Finally, I will mention stress. Now, this paragraph is definitely not the way you want to go. First of all, we can say that this paragraph is vague, it's repetitive, and it doesn't immediately show any strong ideas. And actually, it relies on the tired, in this essay, I will formula, where you go and say first, then, finally. Basically, everybody already uses this formula already, and it's not really advanced, so we want to avoid this kind of strategy. Now let's take a look at the good paragraph. Regular exercise improves mental clarity, boosts academic performance, and reduces stress, which are benefits that are especially valuable for students managing busy schedules. Whether it's a morning jog or a quick gym session, physical activity has powerful effects on the mind and body, making it an essential habit for long-term success. Did you notice the difference between the first one and this one? This paragraph is clear, specific, and engaging from the very first sentence. It introduces the topic with purpose and energy, showing exactly what the essay will focus on without using generic filler phrases that everybody already knows, like first, next, then. Now you're ready to do some writing. And here's just a simple pro tip. I know a lot of you guys are using ChatGPT to be able to write these different writings, right? But sometimes ChatGPT gives words that nobody ever uses. It doesn't sound natural. So what we do in our classes, we take it sentence by sentence so it can keep that same natural vibe, but also sound academic. So I'm sure you're practicing hard and I'm sure you're doing a great job, but you want to practice the right way. So that takes us to mistake number 3, practicing the wrong way. But you're probably asking yourself, well, Reggie, how can I practice the right way? What do I do? I completely understand, I get it. It's not easy to know how to practice by yourself. So let's say that you're practicing speaking every day. That is great. But what happens is if you're not getting feedback on what you're practicing, you're actually practicing mistakes. And when you practice mistakes, it actually is very difficult to remove those mistakes from your pattern of speaking. So what happens is that you go and you take the exam and you get a lower score than what you want. And when you try to fix it, it's hard because you've been practicing those mistakes for a long time. So that's what I call blind practice. So you guys know that I love basketball. So let's imagine it this way, that you're practicing shooting free throws, but your elbow is out of position, right? So you're shooting with the elbow out of position many times. Are you going to get better? Of course not, because you don't have a coach that can actually help you to get better. But with the coach, he can definitely improve your shooting form. So with speaking, it's the same way. If you continuously get the same low score, you need a speaking coach so that you can go in the right direction. So that's what we do in our classes. You speak, I tell you exactly what to fix. You write, we break it down and we fix it line by line. That's how students finally make some progress. I've had students go from 19 to 25 in just 3 weeks, and then we worked on their SOP or their personal statement, and then they got into UCLA, UC Irvine, Stanford, Columbia University, Michigan State, and many more. And these aren't magic tricks. What we're doing is just having consistent practice, targeted feedback, and simple memorized strategies. So if you're serious about improving and not just watching videos, but actually making real progress, just go to reggieenglish.com. You can book a class and meet me, or you can actually meet other motivated students that are in the same pathway as you, and let's fix your TOEFL score together. So if you like these tips, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next class. Can't wait to help you soon.